I think he dreamt of the Netflix adaptation. Greetings, kings and peasants. It is I, the bard that shitposts Ray. Yes, the same person who cleaned a battle royale fish tank. Winner, winner, his friends are his dinner. To promote another cool game called The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. If you don't know what The Witcher 3 is, then you've probably been living under a rock or have been eating too much cornstarch to the point of hallucinating. Enter the shoes of Geralt of Rivia and join him in his quest to complete his Gwent deck. Who cares about the plot or story when you can have a card of yourself and cast your enemies into the Shadow Realm while stealing their lunch money? Witcher 3 is a continuation of The Witcher 2 and 1, and all of them being non-canon to the books. I don't have the time nor enough mucho mango juice to retell the entire story, so I'm going to give you the short version. Steel for humans, silver for sadistic religious vampires, and pitchfork for witchers. So that being said, it is an open world game, and with open world games means a 4-part series. Don't worry though, destroying my sleeping schedule should be the least of your concerns, and instead, look forward to an introduction you probably shouldn't watch to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your Witcher, a friend of humanity.
Hello everybody, it is your boy, Jerry of the River in Lego City, and today we are gonna go bird watching. Oh my god, wait, is that a bird? Is that a plane? No, it's a comically oversized eagle. He's also a family guy. We drive it away like a good bird watcher using our silver poking sticks. We then talk to the merchant who is sweating and shaking profusely.
You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You know, this girl was like, "You're just so down to earth." So, what are you on about? You're just so human. What the fuck? After triggering his recently acquired trauma of the aviary species, he directs us to the starting area. Welcome to White Orchard, also known as California, where the grass is green, people are slightly racist, and killing cows was a mistake. Here we are taught the basic of basics of the game, and your guy here is going to teach you how to hustle and tussle with the ways of the Witcher. First things first. We have a quest board. It is of course in most villages. Here we can initiate potential main quests or side quests that prompt you to work at Walmart with minimum wage. One thing you need to know before accepting such contracts is that Witchers are basically freelancers who mostly dabble in pest control. So you should be picky when taking quests. We take them all because reading is for nerds, and most of them are just adverts for military campaigns that can unlock some location for where some guy buried some bodies during the murders in a back alley in 1380. Combat. We have light attacks, heavy attacks, the only dodge you'll be using, and the roly-poly. Sounds boring, right? That's where signs come in. Yes, it is a sign for you to hit that subscribe button before I sign a contract with your blood. There are a total of 5 signs, and all of them having each of their own special uses. Although most of the time, you're only gonna use like 3 of them. The 5 signs are as follows. Arson, vine booms, a fucking barrier, mind control, ooh, you will hit that like button, and Yrden, you use it for the spooky ghosts. There's also potions, oils, and skill points, but I won't be covering that shit, otherwise this video is gonna be as long as the hours working at the Japanese Bulako. Just know that if you use too many potions at a time, you'll get toxicity so high you'll be on the same level as a League of Legends player. Our goal here in White Orchard is to look for the hose, and not just any hose. Ours smell of, and I quote, lilac and gooseberries, which surprisingly this gentleman seems to know. You know, I'm not a fan of bald people, especially those with unique names such as Gaunter Odin, Heisenberg, or kid named Finger. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble, and you'll be nearby to help.
Trust me, that won't be the last that we'll be seeing him. So on to the garrison we go. We talk to the commander, but he won't tell us shit until we change our occupation from bird watcher to bird hunter. Then off we go to recruit Vesemir, only this time he hands us a crossbow, the greatest weapon against anything that can fly and swim. Welcome to our first boss, the missing Angry Birds app. Wait, what? Oh no. Guys? Duck Hunt wasn't this intense as I remember.
Bird up.
Hello dear folks and peasants, we are back.
You don't fear it, you cunt!
Oh.
That's it!
So after a bloody brawl, we get visited by Yen, who got too tired of waiting because we were too busy fucking around helping an old lady get her pan back and drugging a patient with a weird potion that has a brain mix in it.
Hey, yo, what?
Hello dear folks, we are now in Vizima. And no, I'm not gonna do an intro for it. This area is too fucking small, like the junior under your pants. Here we meet the general that interrogates us, who is the main source for altering our story if you didn't have a Witcher 2 save file. Surely my choices here will not affect my future gameplay. We bathe, shave, and slip into comfortable clothes and present ourselves to His Majesty Emir Var Empress, who tells us that our daughter, Ciri, has returned, and that the Wild Hunt is after her, and they will not rest until they find her. But she will, soon enough. I swear that isn't foreshadowing. We then set off into a journey with our trusty teleporting steed, Roach, to find our missing daughter in the hopes of reuniting with her. Are you ready for your first real view of the world? Yeah, it's just swamps, death, and war. What do you expect? A breathtaking view like Breath of the Wild did? No, open your eyes, Dandelion, those aren't vibes. Welcome to Velen's war-ridden landscape, where we have a variety of locals welcoming us, such as wolves, necrophages, is that a fucking bear? The local witches, and Dr. Seuss weeping angel. Nobody likes Velen. Sighs. We make our way around, asking the locals, getting shanked by said locals, and end up in a snowy abandoned snow. Here we find the sole survivor of the Wild Hunt's raid. He said they burned the village while it was snowing. I don't even want to know how. Then we investigate the area and find the notes of the Nilfgaardian spy who was observing Ciri. The game now presents us with two options. Go find the local witch Ciri had a fight with, or go to the Bloody Baron. Naturally, we go to the Bloody Baron because that is such a cool fucking name, and we head on towards Crow's Perch.
How do you like it here in Velen?
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Hello, my fellow Pantanal enjoyers. I am interrogating said Bloody Baron with a good cop, bad cop tactic. And this is currently what we know. We know Ciri was here and she was running away from something. That's it. He won't tell us anything until we find his missing wife and daughter, so we investigate. Investigate. This is taking too long, so I'll save you the details. One burning stable and 6 blood force trauma applied later. He admits that he beat his wife and is the reason she ran away with her daughter in hand. So, why did you beat your wife?
I have over 50 million power and Gwen.
God fucking damn it. If this is how it's gonna be, I'm gonna beat you at your own game, motherfucker. Lay them goddamn cards out! Alright, cuff it all up! Now we have the whole story. Baron gets cucked by wife, kills the man, wife hates him, then finally has enough and runs away. We also found out that she miscarried and now that baby has turned into— what the fuck is that?
That look like a fucking lizard, man.
Man, these European monsters sure are coming in wide varieties. Now it has a Slavic nuts in the mix. Several rituals later, the botchling turns into a lubberkin and helps us find the Baron's daughter, which is coincidentally an Oxenfurt. So, off we go. Welcome to Oxenfurt, where the Mad King Radovid resides. And if there is any lesson we've learned in our journey, it's that bald people eat Kit Kats like psychopaths. Here we find Tamara, who is under the custody and protection of the Catholics, who explains to us what happened to her mother and her.
And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. That thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked.
Seems like, well, the German nightmares are on the prowl again. And we abruptly stop this quest because the latter half won't be unlocked until I do the witch quest, where we find Kira Metz. Oh, whoa, YouTube not liking that. We then ask her about Ciri's whereabouts, but to our surprise, she doesn't know where she is and instead tells us of an elven mage who was also looking for Ciri. So, we go to where his cock and ball torture dungeon is. Why? I don't know what to tell you, man. The dungeon was filled with explosive mushroom gas, twerking golems, and spinning rats. One D&D session later, we encounter the Wild Hunt and we enter our second boss for the main story of the game, Mithril the prostate cutter.
Why are you gay?
Hey, bro, you got a phone call.
Oh god, he's sending out the Lacrechoras. And he's sealing all his HP back. What the fuck? Sir, that is illegal and I'm going to file a cease and desist. I need to take your ass to court. So, Ciri's not here, but we get a cool lamp for a cool quest later. Anyways, this is a good stopping point. It took a while to get here, you know. A very long time, in fact. Like 6 months time. And this video was long overdue. Witcher 3 is a cool game, so you should go play it for the experience. Well then, see you next time, folks.